Read it back in your office if you keep interjecting. I call the member for Higgins.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Will the Treasurer explain to the House how the Morrison government is securing Australia's future by building the road to economic recovery as we come out the other side of the coronavirus pandemic?
The Treasurer. Mr. Corn.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Higgins for her question and acknowledge her experience before coming to this place as a Professor of Paediatrics and as a Fellow of the Australian Academy of Health and Medical Sciences, Mr Speaker. I hear lots of interjections from those opposite. They only wish they had the qualifications of the member for Higgins, Mr Speaker. Now, the reality is that COVID-19 has been an economic shock to Australia like no other, an economic shock on both the supply and the demand side. When we came to government, unemployment was at 5.7%. In February, we got it down to 5.1%, but it is the expectation that unemployment will reach around 10% by the end of the year. The Morrison government's response has been swift and substantial, Mr Speaker, with a JobKeeper program which is today supporting more than 3.5 million workers and around 1 million businesses. And it's a remarkable program, in the words of the Reserve Bank Governor himself. Now, businesses like the Gables, a wedding venue in the member's electorate, run by Jessica, has 10 people on the JobKeeper program. And she has said that the income has stopped, but the bills keep coming in, and without JobKeeper, she would be fearing for the future of her business, which she has been in possession of for the last 25 years. Now, Mr Speaker, it's not only JobKeeper, it's also the cash flow boost, which is providing support of up to $100,000 to small and medium-sized businesses to assist with working capital. It's also been the $750 payments that were provided to millions of Australians, including pensioners who are on income support. And these programs are working because of the 1.3 million Australians who either lost their job or saw their working hours reduced to zero since the start of this crisis. Around 700,000 are now back in work, Mr Speaker. 340,000 jobs were created in the last 2 months, and 58% of those jobs went to women, and 44% of those jobs went to young people, Mr Speaker. That is the positive sign of the programs that the Morrison government has undertaken. And our JobMaker plan continues to help businesses remain in business and Australians remain in jobs. For example, the work that we're doing on industrial relations, around casuals, around greenfield sites, around award simplification, infrastructure, bringing forward up to $10 billion worth of spending. When it comes to red tape, harmonising the occupational licensing laws around this country, the first time that would have been done after years of debate, Mr Speaker. Skills, 340,000 new places, training positions to help people equip for the jobs of the future, and of course tax with incentives like the instant asset write-off. This is the Morrison government getting on with creating and delivering jobs.
I now give the call